Bug net camping is one of my favorite forms of camping. It gives you a really strong connection to the environment. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I've got 3 different bug nets here. We're going to get them set up. We're going to talk about their advantages, disadvantages, how much they cost, and why you should give bug net camping a go on your next camping trip. So bug net camping, what's so great about it? Well, first we've got the weight. Bug nets are incredibly light. If you're carrying a tarp anyway, you can always get a complete shelter system for a fraction of the weight and the bulk of a tent. Secondly, we've got connection. This is the closest I've ever felt to sleeping out in the open without the bug bites. Thirdly, simplicity. No poles, no faff, no hundreds of pegs, no guy ropes. But now we need to think about the downsides, because let's be honest, there are a few. Bug nets offer zero privacy and almost no protection from the cold or the rain. They rely on trees or trekking poles to hang them, so they're not great if you're in open fields or on mountains. And honestly, they're not suitable for campsites or anywhere you feel like you might be seen. These are quiet woods, riverbanks, wild camping, hidden spots off the trail. A bug net is an absolutely perfect solution. So we've got all 3 bug nets up, as you can see. And let me take you through what we've got. On my right-hand side over here, we've got a Lixada bug net. This item is super cheap. It cost me £15. In the US, it's probably going to set you about $15. Then we've got 2 OneTigris bug nets. And you can see both of these use a very, very different shape and a very different design. They're both similar price points. They actually vary quite a lot. At the moment when I checked, this item here was about £50. This item here is about £35. And maybe this is 45. Maybe this is $55, maybe $60 in the US. Maybe this is $40 in the US. Although when I also checked, this one is completely out of stock. This one was available, although I only bought this one quite recently. Let's take a look at each one of those individually right now. First up, we have the Lixada Camping Tent Mosquito Net. This very, very simple bug net connects to a ridge line or a pole at the top and is offset. It doesn't even have a bathtub floor, and it offers no pockets. The materials are very thin. I'm not clear how waterproof that base is going to be. Weight, however, this is under 500 grams and a price point of only £15. As you can see from the entrance design, this thing is not easy to get in and out of. You're crawling in and out. But you can see it takes a standard sleeping pad quite easily, and there's enough space for all of your gear. Let's get in it and let's take a look and see what we've got inside it. Already got flies in it. Don't know how I manage that. So I'm in it, but straight away we've got problems. So I'm going to lie down, and you can see my head is touching all of this material right now. It's constantly all over me. And if you take a look at my feet, just turn the camera around, you can see my feet are touching it. This is a very, very small bug net. Maybe you could get away with this if you've got kids or if you're a bit shorter than I am. I'm 6 foot tall. But for me, this is not an option. I think even if you took 5'7", I think you'd still be struggling. You'd still find this item irritating. My head is touching that bug net, and I'm not using a pillow. And I'm also using a very thin sleeping pad. Next, we have the OneTigris Mesh Teepee tent. This design is very similar in style to the Lixada, with a single attachment point at the top. But the big difference with this design is this has a straight side here rather than being pyramidal. The weight of this item is very, very similar to the Lixada item, but a bit heavier, 680 grams. Still light, still super simple to carry around, but this is a much better item with some more features. So currently this product is on sale for £43, but I paid £31 for it about a year ago. It is in stock on Amazon at the moment. Let's get in it and take a look inside. So I'm inside it, and I immediately have the same problems that I had with the Lixada. When I lie down, as you can see, the mesh is all over my face and is touching my feet at the bottom. And that's without a pillow. I actually have a mini adventure that I recorded in this, which I'll link to above. This is definitely a much better item than the Lixada, and we'll go through some of the features. But if you're 6 foot tall, this is not going to fit you. I'd say this is acceptable for 5'9" or so. It's definitely slightly larger than the Lixada, but it's definitely not big enough. Let's take a look around. So we have a nice bathtub floor with good ripstop nylon material at the bottom. We have two zippers, one from the top and one going across the bottom. It gives you very good protection and very good visibility around the rest of the environment when you're in it. Last up, we have another OneTigris model, the OneTigris Solo Mesh Tent. This looks much more like a mini tent, but is still made of pure mesh. Design, this is a long and tapered item, and it pitches with two trekking poles or two attachment points to your ridgeline, one at the head end, one at the foot end. The airflow is obviously great, and it gives you amazing views. This is the heaviest of the items. So this weighs in at around 810 grams. That's heavier than you'd think, but it's sturdy and it's well built. The price point for this, I only bought this item a couple of weeks ago, was £35. Let's get in and let's take a look around. What do we see here? We see my head, and I'm lying down for the first time and nothing is touching my hair. Let's take a look at my feet. As you can see, nothing is touching my feet. This is the best of the three bug net tents. It gives you plenty of space, there's a little bit of room for your kit, not as much as in the Lixada, but there's definitely a usable amount of space that you can operate with. Inside, we've got 0 pockets. What we do have, however, are 3 independent zips. Let's take a look at those now. So all the zips connect down here, so you can open up either side. This means you can choose where you want your head end. Do you want your head end on one side or on the other side? It is compatible with both of those. Some of the other designs, it's much harder for you to achieve. So the problem with tent camping is that you're disconnected from the environment. You're zipped in, you're boxed off, you're in some giant orange or green box, and honestly, you don't feel like you're visiting nature and living in it. Bug net camping is one of the most overlooked ways to sleep outside. It might just be one of the most immersive ways to do it. You're protected from all those little bugs and critters, but you're still in the world. You can still hear the birds, feel the breeze, the rust of the leaves. You can wake up and you can see a fantastic view. Now, all of these bug nets will work brilliantly when paired with a tarp. And that's when some real magic happens, because that's when you get down to a flexible and lightweight shelter system that doesn't cost the earth. Durston X-Mid or Durston X-Domes, these are tents costing you £300, £400, £500 or even dollars to buy them. These bug nets paired with a tarp cost you almost nothing. They're not suitable for all conditions, but for an awful lot of conditions, they're absolutely brilliant. And if it's not going to rain, you can sleep out under the stars, safe from mosquitoes and other creepy crawlers, and look up at the heavens. Bug net camping isn't for everyone. It's not flashy and it's not going to win any awards for privacy, but it is lightweight and it does offer an incredible connection to the environment. For me, it's about the simplicity, feeling like you're out there, not zipped into some small orange or green plastic little box. If you've never tried it, and when I watch other YouTube videos from other outdoors YouTube people, very few people are camping in bug nets. If you've never tried it, I'd say definitely give it a shot. Warm night, sounds of the forest, just a thin layer of mesh between you and the outside world. It's absolutely perfect. You wake up and you have a fantastic view. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got a favorite bug net setup or any questions about these ones, please let me know in the comments. I'll catch you on the next one. Those bugs seem to really love this bug net. There's more bugs in the bug net than there are on the outside of it. And not only that, but there are no bugs in either of the two OneTigris bug nets. Don't know why that would be.